they sing as strengths. Are we listening to them? Are we really listening to them? Now to our next story. You know, the sticky political situation in Edo State is no less messier in Ondo, where the number 2 citizen there, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, I hope I got that right, is fighting both tooth and nail to stave off an imminent impeachment from office over wrongdoing. The National Working Committee, NWC, of the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, is intervening in the ongoing imbroglio there to arrest the situation. The APC National Chairman, Abdullahi Gandiye, has announced a 9-man mediation committee to arrest the ongoing face-off. How far this would go will be seen, who knows, in the coming days. In politics, neither friends nor enemies are permanent for.
Yes, that's true. Except that the situation in Ondo State is like a kind of distraction, you know. I think that there should have been a better way to resolve the matter instead of going through, you know, talking about impeachment and all of that. And from what we hear, from the allegation we hear, you know, apart from the fact, you know, the courts stopped the impeachment and they said they were going to continue with it.
Yeah.
And then there's an allegation that the House of Assembly had been trying to evade service of the processes.
That's it.
In fact, only yesterday, the court granted the embattled deputy governor the leave to serve the House of Assembly processes through substituted means. And I saw pictures where they had to paste the processes on the gates of the House of Assembly. But I think it's a very beautiful thing that the APC is stepping in so that they can mediate. Because, look, this is just, for me, it's a personal battle between the governor and
number 1 man.
Number two man. And people are even saying, look, he had the same problems with his former deputy in his first term. And why is this repeating itself? Is it that what exactly is the problem? So I'm not going to say the governor is to blame.
When you hear that the Ondo State governor is an Aluta man.
Governor Adekedolu is a very likable man. He's someone that is different, speaks his mind, and all of that. So which is why I think that there should be a way to resolve this. Thankfully, he's not adding it in a very puerile manner like his counterpart in Edo State, you know, that is locking out the man from accessing the state government house, or even sending him out of the state government house and to, you know, changing his office and all of that. But I do hope that this is actually resolved, that the APC is able to resolve this issue, and then everybody bury sheath their swords, and then we can have some peace.
Yeah, but it gives you the impression that being a number 2 man or landing the number 2 job in this country is something unsure.
Yes, anything can happen with respect to being the number 2 man. It's extremely, how do I call it? Governors think that their deputies are easily dispensable.
Yeah.
So anyone who is a deputy governor knows that he may not be there for the 2 terms that the governor could be there if he gets re-elected. In this case, and I've said that before, I'm not prepared to take it back, it is succession politics being played.
Yeah.
14 allegations have been
leveled.
Yes, against the deputy governor. I was reading some of them. I don't know how you can prove some of those allegations because they are just very superficial allegations, you know, and you call them gross misconduct. How do you define gross misconduct? It's a good thing, as he has said, that the APC at the national level has intervened in the matter, because perhaps they can find a way to get the assembly to drop the impeachment
option
plan. But in my view, it seems like these people have reached a point of no return. They are bent on kicking the deputy governor into touch. And even if the matter gets resolved, perhaps the best thing for the deputy governor to do is to just throw in the towel on his own. But if you get impeached in 10 years, it's after 10 years that you can contest for an elected position. But if you live
out in the cold,
if you live on your own, then you are eligible to contest, because the way it's going, and given the numbers that they have, they are not going to find it difficult to impeach him. And I will not bet against them even impeaching him illegally.
I hear it's a 26-man house. 22 of them have signed up.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, that they have the numbers. It's not like the last case.
Yeah.
In the case of Agbola, they didn't have the numbers. So Agbola scraped through and he contested on the platform of another party. In this case, they are overwhelmingly pro-impeachment, and the next election takes place in January 2025. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, 2025, how possible is it for him to hang on with a boss that doesn't want to see him, or with an ESCO that is eager to see his back? Can he hang on till that time? It's a long time. Between now and January 2025, when the election will take place, it's such a long time. You know, their own election will come after that of Edo. Yeah. So there's no way. Agbola, they were approaching the election when Agbola had those issues. But this person, there's so much time left. So even if you get an injunction, you can't have an injunction in perpetuity. They are going to find a way to get that injunction vacated. And the governor is a lawyer. So my advice is, once it becomes clear that, look, they have made up their minds, because we've seen assemblies deliberately go against the law in impeaching deputy governors. It happened even in Gusau, in Zamfara, only for the courts to say, look, what you did was against the law. That impeachment is not known to law. We saw it. It happened in the case of Fayose. They went against the law to impeach Fayose. The Supreme Court ruled that Fayose's impeachment is not known to law. That was why he was able to contest at the time that he contested. You know, when he defeated Fayemi, you know. So, again, in Adamawa State, Babami Mongoro, Murtalan Yako, his impeachment was set aside by the court. But again, the time that dispensation had ended, so justice was just partially served. Balang Gilari was also wrongly impeached. The Supreme Court ruled that he was wrongly impeached. Dan Ladi, who was Damabason Tai's deputy in Taraba, the Supreme Court ruled that he was wrongly impeached.
That's it. Yeah.
He got back to his position. And with the governor ill, he was the one who actually even continued as acting governor.
Yeah.
The man that the governor brought to occupy that position after the illegal impeachment of Danladi was sacked by the Supreme Court, and Danladi came back. So we've seen a lot of illegal impeachment of deputy governors in our country. I won't be surprised if they go against the law, they impeach him. They will achieve their aim.
Or for that matter, seeing this thing going to the apex court.
I know, even if it goes to the apex court, they will have sent him packing. You get the point. They will have sent him packing, and the paraphernalia of office will have been taken away before justice is served. You know the way justice
these three will be gone.
Move slowly.
Slowly, yeah.
So their aim of getting him out of the way will have been achieved. But maybe several months later, the court will rule that, oh, you impeached him wrongly. But
it will be too late then. Another dispensation has come.
Yes.
After the horse had both.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what happens these days. That's what they do these days.
I hear we must make some money, so we'll go on.